what I wanted to achieve is this kind of client dashboard. So the client just sees this view, the Kanban, and with the status. But what I also want to do is that he have the rows, so we can see explicitly what tasks are to do for the client and which are to do for me. And the problem I have here is, as soon as I try to activate, on my side it looks like this. As soon as I try to activate here the row view, now it works, but there was a bug, like if I added the rows, I just saw the first line, no assignees. I don't know why it works right now. I tried it like 1,000 times, didn't change anything on the permission level, but now it works. But something was wrong there. I just saw no assignees. That was why I contacted you initially. But basically, this is the view. But you just said me this is an efficient way to do it. So yeah, let's do it the cool way. What I have done wrong.
Yeah, you said on the community forums that you were trying for hours. Like, okay, let's jump on a call. I've shown you a bit before, but we reset it so that it'll be also beneficial for others. So we're recording now.
By the way, sorry that I interrupt you. One thing for this view, but I also tried at this time where it didn't work. I think this is for the Fibery team a very good information. I did a check on the filter where I said for the tasks, I added this condition and filter where the assignee contains me, and I saw data for me, and I said does not contain me, and I saw data for the other user. So I know, okay, on the structure level, on the relations and data, everything works because I can see data from the one and from the other. But as soon as I add the assignee for the row, yeah, I just had the no assignee. This is an important question, I guess, as information, I guess, also. Yeah.
It works now though, so I don't know what I don't know what happened. But yeah. Okay, so first of all, a few things. The big thing is that you wanted to have is a view of all the tasks per project, and you set it up now as a smart folder and a subview inside. And while this works and has its place, I would recommend not doing this, especially if you're going to be doing a client dashboard and want the client to see. So what you can do is open the entity itself of a project. So you can choose a project and open it. What you showed me last time that you did is you open the project and then you clicked.
Yeah, I clicked somewhere. I didn't know that I can open it like here with the arrow. That was my first.
And so you clicked on the description, right? You clicked on the description.
Yeah, on the description, yeah.
And it just showed just the description with no fields and no relationships and no tasks. But if you open the actual entity, you'll see, if you scroll down, you see all the tasks. Yeah, exactly. So you can set this board view.
And this was the first aha moment, because it was like, yes, true. For this project, I can see all the tasks.
And it's very simple. It's just there. It works. It works as showing the related tasks. And if you click on the filter on the right, you'll see the context is on. So on this board, you only see the Aufgabens from Kunde A, right? So that filter is on, so that shows the context. What you can even do is...
So the first thing I can do is exactly to make the view like I wanted it. So I just add for the rows the assignee, Zuständigkeit is assignee. So one click, and what I have done, tried before, like in a don't know how long time, you just make it possible for 2 clicks now. I have the view exactly. Every assignee with his tasks, with the status. Perfect.
And what you can even do is make another view on this relation. So if you click on board, you can add view, like a calendar, for instance. If you want to see an overview in a calendar view, just go to items and open that up and set the start date to the due date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you'll see the stuff. I personally don't really like having the database show, so you can click on fields and just turn the database icon off.
Yeah, and that's also a great view. You're right. And you also said I should pin them.
Yeah, it's just then more clear that they both exist. So you could theoretically have also one view of my tasks and client tasks, and then they can switch between them. And that will have different filters. You can also do it that way. So you're very flexible in how you want to set up the views, whatever makes most sense.
Perfect. Yeah.
Here's an important detail though, and why Fibery is better, but also can be more too structured for what you need. This now shows on all the projects, which is good because you don't have to reset it up. But if there's one project that you want to show a different view than the others, like this, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? In smart folders, you could. You can have views that are specific to a project, but like this, it's always going to be the same across all projects. So it depends on your way of working and the process you have.
Understand, yes. So what do we have to do now that I have this client dashboard? Because you also said it's a not a good way, like I've done it with the spaces, I guess.
Yeah. So you don't need two different spaces. What you would need, a better way to do it is you can do it in one space. Don't give them access in terms of data, and then you can put either a smart folder or just share with them a client portal. So what you can do is add another. By the way, you're going to be getting the Pro plan. So just to make that clear for anyone watching, so this is a Pro plan feature, the custom access templates. That is needed. You need a Pro plan for it. So if you make another, let me explain it easily. What we're going to do is make another database called clients or client, and then we're going to share the client database with the client. Okay.
Okay.
And then we're going to have the access template give them access to also the project, to view the project inside and the tasks. So then all you need to do is relate a project to a client, and boom, they have access.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes it much easier. And they can see it, all the projects in one entity, their client dashboard.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. And then you said you wanted your clients to also be able to edit the tasks that are assigned to them.
Yes, true. But only assigned to them
Yeah.
and not delete. That's the reason why we're using also the access template, I guess.
Exactly. So let's make a new access template for client. Let's extend it to the projects. We need to first make a relationship between the project and the client. We haven't done that yet. That's a one-to-many.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and for this one, he shouldn't delete. For this one, wait, this is but for the client database. He shouldn't do anything at this level or just view.
Just view. What you could do as well, you could have communications here as well. So you can have a comments field, and then you can chat in the comments field of the client. The only downside is in terms of notifications, you might need to set up like email notifications.
I just want to communicate on the task level, I guess. So
Okay, sounds good.
but
So you can save.
yeah, but okay, she should have the view rights.
Yeah, and then let's extend it to projects and tasks. Cool.
Yeah.
And then here you want them to comment. Do you want them to be able to comment on all tasks or only their own?
On all tasks.
Okay, so here let's give them comment access. And just to be clear, it's not all tasks, it's all tasks that are related to the projects that are related to the client that they're shared.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now let's save. Awesome. Now let's go into the task database. And let's add an access template there. I don't think you need anything special, so you can delete the external one. Yeah. You just need automatic sharing. So if you go into the fields
From the viewer, I guess, or
You want them to edit as well, right?
Yeah, sure, edit.
Yeah. So you want to enable via, press that one, and then assign.
Assigning.
But I see actually editor has also delete access. So you might need indeed to make a.
Yeah, I don't want that to delete. Okay, so I need also the.
So just delete the automatic sharing. No, undo. If you move you can close the meet overlay.
Okay.
You just deleted the field itself, not just the automatic sharing.
Oh, okay.
So if you go into the trash, and then you can recover the deleted field.
Where's the trash?
Yeah.
Activity. Trash. Okay.
So just
Restore.
Yeah.
This one, Zuständigkeiten.
They're both the same. It deletes in both places, so it just shows twice. But if you click on one, it'll restore both.
Okay. So access template.
Let's make a new one.
Everything but delete. Fine.
Cool. And you want to enable automatic sharing via
Assignee. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And that's now set up nicely. So now all you need to do is go into your client.
Client, yeah.
Let's open a charming sample entity. And again, let's not open the description, but let's open the actual entity itself.
Okay. This one.
Exactly. And then you can click share. And you can share with the people who need access. And then you share it with them as external. Exactly. And then this gives them the right access.
And invite. Okay.
Cool. Now you have it set up in a different window, right?
Okay, right.
There's no related projects to that client yet. So you have to relate a project to it first. So you can open in here, you see Projekte.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
The members.
I think you added we did the wrong way around. So we did multiple, click on Kundens, clients on the field, or it's okay. You can click on Projekte field here as well. Yeah, Projekte. So it's the other way around. So a Kunden has many projects, and a project has one Kunde. Yeah, so you can update that. Okay. Now, let's go back, not here.
Okay, sorry.
Let's go back to a client and relate a project to it.
To the client.
If you open a client, or over here, you can relate a project. Cool. And now you should be able to see it on the other window because it's related to the. Let's open up. Click on the entity that you see, a charm and sample entity.
Okay.
I think what happened was when we my hypothesis is that when we changed it from many to one to one to many, it changed the access template sometime because it technically changed fields. So let's check the access template one more time.
From the tasks or
from the Kunden, the clients.
Clients.
Yeah. So you have to extend it again.
I am.
And then extend one more time to the exactly. Then you want them to comment on all of the tasks. Yeah. And now it should work.
Now it should work. Okay. Where should he see it? Just the space.
So you can see it in two places. If you can either, when you go directly into Fibery, you'll see the shared with me, right, as a guest.
Yeah.
So you can either open that entity, and this is their dashboard, this entity. Okay.
Okay.
And you see projects. Then in this project, they have access.
Okay. And they have the UV created. Yes, understand.
And then the ones that are for them, that are assigned to them. So let's open the project again. Scroll down. So the ones that are assigned to them, I believe, is your Markus at Gmail.
Yes.
What's this one? If you open that, you should be able to edit it as well.
Just on the notebook screen, so I don't have the.
You can comment on all of them.
Also edit. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, working.
And on the other ones, you can only comment
And delete is not possible. Yeah, it's fine.
Exactly.
And the other ones, you should. Yeah, it's read only, which is fine, but
You can comment.
I can comment. Yeah, perfect.
Nice. Sick.
Okay. Yeah, that's the solution. So
now we have.
I just will revoke the access or delete the other space. So I just see how this looks like now, because it's very clean. It's a very clean dashboard for the customer, which I wanted to achieve. Man, that's so great. I thank you so much.
No worries. Cool. The only thing is, it's when they get the notification, they'll see you've been invited to this client.
It's under personal and shared me.
Exactly. So that's a bit iffy. There's one workaround you could do, but that's generally, what you can do is put a smart folder.
You're right. You mean because he goes to his dashboard and the third thing he sees is like nothing. Yeah, he sees shared with me, one item. It's fine, actually, and on the personal. But what do you mean, what I can do?
What you can do is add a smart folder on the top level, so not inside of a space.
Okay. Yeah, let's try that. What do you mean at the...
So let's, you can close, turn off the databases, so you don't have to see the databases. Yep. And also for the users, you don't need to see the users' databases. You can hide it with a button right above.
Okay.
And then click the plus on the top right.
From the space?
No, outside the space, on the top level. Outside of a space, there's a plus. Exactly. And here you can add a smart folder. And you can either do projects or clients. Depends what you want. If you want them to have quick access to see all the projects, or have them quick access to see their client dashboard.
Their client dashboard.
So put in Kunden, so clients. Yeah. So you'll see all clients here, but they will only see the ones they have access to.
Oh, wait, actually I can go also. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah. Okay.
So you can rename the folder to clients. And then if you go back to the client space, you should be able to see that top level smart folder.
Yeah, it's already there.
Perfect. And you can see.
Oh, that's also very nice. It's now even better because now he can see it here and he can see it here. So there's no confusion right now. He can't go wrong. No way. And he goes here. Bam. Okay.
And you can even adjust this project view to do a lot of different things. You can show it as a timeline. You can show it as whatever you'd like. Like you can have an overview of the project in a timeline. You can do lots of things. You can even, if you want, make a lookup. Can you do this? I think so. Make a lookup. I don't know if you can hear my Google.
Yeah.
You can show all the tasks that are assigned to them from the projects in their client dashboard.
Okay.
I think, but I'm not sure about that.
The first thing, one step back in the thinking. What if I want in the client dashboard that he sees the first view is this Kanban view. What I have to change?
The first view is this Kanban view across all projects? Or what do you mean?
Basically, exactly this view I have here on the right. That when he clicks here, he just sees the Kanban at first click.
The thing is, this Kanban view is related to a specific, it's showing tasks related to a specific project.
Yes.
So it's not related to the client as a whole, it's related to a project. So what do you mean by see this view? Do you want them to see this view across all projects? Like all tasks across all projects and the status? Do you see my
Wait, I think I maybe got it because on the smart view, I think it was this one, or how did we configure it on the Kunden, and I changed this to project. What happens then? This could be what I think I need, or and then he's directly here. Yeah, so it's one click less to get to this view. He has the nice overview and gets here.
It's a question of how many projects do you have running simultaneously?
I don't know right now.
With the
I
single
guess many. How does it look if I go to this? No,
This is not going to be nice.
This is not going to be nice. Yeah, I think this is exactly what I want to achieve because now it's the same structure like basically I've built before. If you think it looked the same like this.
Yep. Just be aware that then they will be less on the client dashboard and they'll be more in specific projects.
Okay, yeah. I can
show you one more thing just for fun if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
You can create if you go back to the creator. So let's pretend for a second that you might have a client that has a lot of different projects and they want to have an overview of all the tasks that are assigned to them across the projects. Okay. What you can do is, let me just think. Okay, let's add a relation to, let's open up the client database. So this is quite frustrating. You need to do it in the space, yeah. And we're going to add a relation to tasks, but the other way around. So it's a many to one. Yeah. And this relation is going to be fake.
Okay.
It's there, but there isn't going to be any real data. We're just going to use it as a view. We could do this in a different way as well, but this makes more sense when it comes to the naming. If you now open up a client, whichever one you want, or I guess we only have one. Let's relate one more project to it so that we see it in action. So Kunde, let's do Kunde B as well. Cool. And then in the Aufgabens, can you click on the filter or filter? And then when it says you can see only Aufgaben from the entity, this would show you if we have actual relationships from Aufgabe to this project, it would show you those. But we're not going to make any of those relationships. We just are using it for the view. So click on the word Aufgabens in the top and look up Aufgabens from Projekt. Click on that. And now you'll see all of the tasks from the projects that are related to this client.
Yes, okay.
And then you can even filter this to only show my tasks, for instance, if you'd like. You can show this as a calendar, you can show it in a board, you can show it how you want, but then this shows you all the tasks from this client across all the projects. So you can get, if you'd like. It's a bit of a hack.
Yeah.
And it creates a relationship that is never actually going to be used. But it's a bit nicer because you could also do this by having another view on the projects. From, if you click, instead of a list view, you can change it. So inside here, you can add a view, whatever you'd like, and then change the cards to be the Aufgabe, and then the filter. Yeah, and then in the and then in filter, we do the same thing. So instead of you see them from the client, you see them. So if you click on Aufgaben here, yeah, from the projects. So this gives us the exact same data, right? But
Mm-hmm.
just here you see the label then is projects, but you're seeing tasks. I personally don't like that, so I prefer to make another thing with then it has a proper label of tasks. You see?
Okay.
Do you see the difference?
Yes, but I think I need to have to rewatch this video afterwards.
What is there something that doesn't make sense immediately, or do you want me to clarify?
No, it's perfectly fine. I just have to get the use case also for it. How I will use this.
And again, whenever you make a new view, so like now you see the data is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's pulling data from the direct relationship, but we want it, if you change the filter, we want it to pull data not from this, but from the projects of this. See?
Yes. Okay. Nice, man.
The use case I could think about is it might be good for the clients if they want to see, if they do have a lot of projects going on and they just want to see everything, all the tasks they need to do. That could be a way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Great, man. You helped me very, very much. And I think this is maybe also a use case some other people will have to have such a nice, clean dashboard. It's very cool. Yeah, those two tasks. Awesome, man. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Like the next time, don't worry for hours. I will just ask Ron.
Yeah, I'm happy to give a hand. I really think it's like you were explaining the use case. I'm like, yes, this is possible to do, but it just takes a bit of different way of thinking about it. And then I think it makes sense after you get it, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. And also what I'm afraid to, I want to do those things like in best practice, and like you are thinking 3 ways ahead in the structure level. I'm not doing it right now because I'm not so used to Fibery. And I think this is very important because, yeah, I was afraid to do something like in not best practices or hack around because I don't know how it will behave after some updates. So I think, yeah, thank you very much. So you helped me to get a clean structure. So I'm also future bulletproof.
Yeah, I'm glad. The thing with the relationships at the end is a bit of a hack. I don't know how good practice that is, to be fair, but
yeah, but you said it at the beginning. It's a little bit of a hack, and it's fine. Thank you, thank you very much.
Recording. Stop.